Episode 4.
A long time ago.
Hope.
In a galaxy far, far away.
It's the beginning. This was like the first one. I remember it back in the day. Actually,
you remember when it came out?
Yeah, I remember when it came out. I remember watching it in theater.
Too young.
What was it, in 77?
Yeah.
See, I was born in 82.
Was it 77 or 8?
So one of those.
77, I'm pretty sure. Right?
I feel like 77 is correct, but
if not, somebody
if Matt
else
wants
who's
to fight
this,
about it, then I'll give it.
Somebody else who's watching this knows. They know better than we do.
Post it in the comments.
There's not going to be any comment. Hey, how come nobody gave me more drink?
I did.
I had the littlest amount.
You took the rest of the wine. I had to open a new bottle.
Yeah, I get the little, look how little mine. Look at his.
He didn't want to mix your wines.
Yeah, you don't mix wines.
Oh, is it a different wine?
Yeah, it's a different wine.
I mean, I could mix all kinds of shit. So what are we talking about? New Hope.
That's good.
So we have little pussy
Probably,
Skywalker.
I would say this is the. Oh, go ahead.
He's so whiny.
No, he's kind of a whiny bitch. But he's by far he's better than any other Skywalker ever.
I would agree.
He's the
Can
best
I go to
Skywalker.
Hibachi Station?
Yeah.
I gotta
Uncle
wait
Ben.
for a power converter. Oh.
You gotta go help your dad. Come hell or high water, the droids will be wiped. Like, what a dick, man.
Yeah, no, I mean...
I was looking, you wonder why he had such a good...
Hey, life's hard as a moisture farmer.
Yeah.
You gotta get work done.
So what do moisture farmers do
can't
exactly?
dick around.
Just collect
Go on
moisture?
hibachi
Well, they have
station.
to. I mean, they're
Shake
probably
womp
providing
rats.
water for on an arid planet to all these people.
That's why I'm
they're
assuming,
farming water.
I mean, without the water, how are the robots going to
In
live?
Peru? What was the uncle's name?
Because in Star Wars, every planet is a mono planet. It has one environment. A mono environment.
Is this
That's not
true? Or are you joking?
Yeah, no, I mean,
I
you
don't
got,
know.
That is not
Tatooine. Tatooine, the desert planet. The forest moon of Endor.
You mean how he set it
Hoth,
up?
the ice planet.
Hoth had trees.
No, it did not. It was an ice planet. And then
No,
you have the
but
forest moon of
Endor-
Endor. The whole moon is a forest. That makes no sense environmentally speaking. But no, it's
Wait,
fine.
How
it's
do you
fine.
know?
How do you know? Out of
What do
the
you mean,
entire
how?
galaxy, you're saying a moon can't have trees on it?
How do deserts
we
get
suck
formed?
at space.
How
We suck at space, Jesse. That's
How
what
do
it is.
deserts get
I
formed?
think we suck at everything.
I don't know how deserts get formed.
How do
Lack of
forests,
water, I'm assuming.
You know. My glasses fell down.
Fuck you
He
guys.
was so annoyed. He was like,
I have to. They started to fall
I
on my
had
nose.
push my glasses back up because I was so angry.
Like,
So A New Hope. We actually. what
Oh,
happens
it's
in
the
this movie?
best movie of the whole franchise.
I actually
Yeah,
think you don't
I
agree
di-
with
I-
it.
No.
I disagree with
because
that.
no.
You guys have never argued this before.
No,
I was the
no.
one who said that I think
I like-
A New Hope is pretty fucking good.
No,
New
you
Hope's
guys-
great.
It's by itself. It's the best movie.
No.
I think it's extremely well done. I do.
Empire
Empire's the
Strikes
best.
Back is good. I like it better. It's a better movie, but it's only a better movie because Star Wars exists. And you have Return of the Jedi after it. Like, it doesn't stand on
See,
its own.
I hate people making...
You can't watch Empire
You
Strikes
cannot
Back
make
only.
that argument.
If you only watch Empire Strikes Back, you'll be like,
Well, you wouldn't have Empire Strikes Back if you didn't have the first one.
Right.
Set the art, whatever.
No, but
I think Chris made that argument.
I know,
But seriously though,
It's
I've
such
never.
a bullshit argument.
No,
I've
no,
had this
no, no.
conversation with you a bunch, and you've always said
No, I
that
like.
Empire Strikes Back.
I think it's better. I do think it's better, but I think Star Wars is a better movie
Okay.
by itself on its standard.
No, I think A New Hope. It's been a while. It's probably been a year or two since I rewatched A New Hope, but it was really fucking good, man.
It
I was,
is.
I was surprised.
It is good.
Who shoots first?
Han, obviously.
No, Greedo shot first because Han's a good guy, and he's not going to shoot first.
Yeah, he will to survive.
That movie was
He's got to
doctored.
do what it takes to
the
survive.
movie was doctored. He did not shoot
So
first.
they cleaned it up and fixed it. Like
Yes.
they found the original footage for the special edition.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm going with.
It had been doctored
Han,
for the original one.
The Han I knew wouldn't have done that.
All
The
right.
Han I knew would do that.
Yeah, Han would
He's
totally
like,
do that.
fuck Rito, I don't give a shit, slime ball.
Yeah. Odds. What do you guys think in the new Han Solo movie? What are the chances that he's going to shoot someone first? In that
100%.
Actually, I bet
it's pretty high.
100%, yeah.
I bet. I mean,
I mean, so technically it's kind of murder, right?
that's George Lucas's
Well,
problem. with it.
I mean, does it murder only count when you're killing other humans? I'm not sure. Do these alien races, do they even count?
I would say yeah.
Plus, nobody arrests them, right?
Well, in the
Yeah, they
Empire's
tried
eyes,
to.
not in the Empire's eyes, because they're a racist organization.
Well, yeah.
Or
they
a
were-
speciesist. I don't know what you would...
Some people do say they were basically like the Nazis. So
Yeah, well, in the expanded universe, which is now Legends, that's how they were portrayed. Yeah, no aliens were allowed to be in government except for like a few ones that were like super special ones, but...
maybe the aliens were dumber. Maybe they're not as good at government.
But
have you seen
But the
Yoda?
Rebel Alliance was
Yeah.
mostly aliens.
Yeah, I mean,
The
why would you
Rebel
want
Alliance was mostly aliens.
like Yoda?
So,
I mean, why would I want someone who's not a winner to be in the government?
he'll draw
Sure.
for you.
yeah,
Sure.
He'll hold everyone to a draw.
Do you see what happened
Then
last
No one will defeat
last
him.
time we had
Then
an
I'll
alien
put
was
him
Obama.
in court.
Look
Then I'll
what
put him in
happened
court,
then.
Chris, and he could be the fucking artist drawing all the shit out. Because that's all the motherfucker does. He just draws shit out, and that's it. And that's what he can do all day. Because that's all he's good at.
He's pretty damn good at that, though.
And he's terrible. Like, he's really bad in the early movies. Like, the puppet thing they used is pretty bad.
You didn't like? Well,
No, it's
Yeah, but okay,
kinda-
no, but you gotta watch it
that's
back then,
episode
though.
4, Jesse.
no.
But you gotta watch. So here's the thing: is
Stick to A New Hope.
when these movies first came out, look
You
at
mean
this.
episode 5 then?
When these movies first came out, the
Yeah.
special effects back then were amazing. You know, I would have been cool to see it through the eyes. Of
No,
back
I
then.
think even now they hold up. Even though you can tell he's a puppet, it's the same way that you can tell that they're puppets in like Dark Crystal or something. Like, I don't feel like it
The Sweet
detracts.
movie back in the day.
I don't feel
Dark
like it
Crystal
actually
Sweet.
detracts.
You should
from
watch
them.
it. I mean, it's not as cool.
It
as
doesn't
this.
actually detract from it. It has a lifelike movement and feeling to it. You know it's a puppet, but that doesn't actually detract from its
Let's get away from the puppet
believability.
part. It's fine.
Yes,
So,
but that's
anyhow,
the wrong one. That's
it's
the wrong
fine.
movie.
What about
So-
moving on? When all of a sudden Luke, he goes and finds a droid, and I don't remember ever owning a droid. How does fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi forget about R2-D2?
I think he's lying to Luke there, just like he lies a second later about his dad being dead.
I don't ever remember owning a droid.
And then later on, he's like, "Oh, from a certain point of view." No,
So-
I think he's just lying. In actuality, they hadn't written the prequels
I
yet.
know, but we know the prequels exist at this point.
The explanation is that he lied.
So here's another thing too. Old Ben, like he's kind of aware of him. Do you think Ben Kenobi stayed out of Anakin's life for a reason, or are you surprised he wasn't more involved?
Yeah.
I think that was.
That's one thing I hope they address with the new Obi-Wan movie, that they're gonna make is they'll show what he's been doing in between.
'Cause he may
Revenge
not
of the
even been on
Sith and A
Tatooine.
New Hope, so that he doesn't look like he's just dicking around for 30 years or however. I guess it's like 20 years. But
That's what it makes it seem like. He's like
yeah,
just lived in a
he's
cave
just like,
for.
I give up and I let myself go and I grew a beard and I'm all old and creaky now.
How old would he be in those movies?
Well, I don't know how
How
old
old
he
is
was in
Vader?
Revenge of the Sith. But that's like 20. Think about it.
So
If Luke was
17
born
years,
at the
17
end,
Luke was
17 years.
So
yeah.
17 years. So why is he so old? Because Obi-Wan Kenobi is not even in his 40s
Well,
yet.
he might have dabbled in the dark side a little bit.
So the timeline doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't. So he'd
If
be.
you really look at it, because
Yeah, he'd
he's
only
like
be
he's like
47.
70 in that movie.
Desert will wear you down, man.
Makes
True.
me look approved because he's like 70 in the movie.
Maybe
maybe he tanned too much and it fucked up his skin.
Yeah.
Because he's
Plausible.
He's only like 19 when he's training with Qui-Gon.
Yeah, he looks that way, for sure.
He's only like 19 years old as a Padawan because he's a Padawan.
But think about this. Okay,
and then
it's at least 10 years later, though.
okay, it's 29.
Yeah.
He's in his 30s.
I don't
Saying
think we should
47,
focus
50.
on- I don't
The
think we should
motherfucker has like
Some
he
people
looks
look
like he's
older.
70.
Some people look older earlier.
Jesse, he looked like he was 70.
They don't have the fountain of youth like me.
No, I mean,
I'm just saying the timelines is kind of
it's
off.
a little off, but not that off.
It's that off, but it's fine. That's irrelevant. So then
If
he
you
hands
live
him
on a desert and you're
then he hands
intentionally
him.
got a hermit lifestyle,
Can't nitpick
I get it.
where
everything.
you don't
I get it. But then
really
he
have a
hands
lot
Luke
of good nutrition.
He hands Luke the lightsaber, and then
All your only food is communion with the Force.
you knew about the rebellion against the Empire. I could tell you about that. Oh, and that's another thing too. So he's talking about the rebellion against the Empire. He never fought in a rebellion against the Empire.
Well, he asked him about the Clone Wars too.
I know,
Fought
but
in the Clone Wars with my dad. Yes.
We actually don't even know if this is Obi-Wan. Maybe this is just some liar.
Yeah,
says he's
dude,
Obi-Wan.
that would
because
be
he
awesome.
He's not
lies.
actually
Because
the
he
guy that
lies.
sneaks up
We
shit.
know he
So he was
lies.
some other Jedi, and all the other Jedi are gone, right?
And he's
so
like-
who's gonna say no? You're not Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's like,
Yeah.
everyone always said I kind of looked like him. I could probably pass it off. as
Yeah,
now
Obi-Wan.
that's a name. He gets that's a name I haven't
That's a
heard
name I haven't heard in a long time.
And he's like, so yeah. I used to go
No,
by
that
that
would be
name.
You
Now
didn't
they
know
just
him,
call me
right?
Ben. But
Well, that would make
yeah.
sense why I didn't recognize the droid.
Yeah, he's like, I don't recall ever owning a
A droid.
droid. Did Obi-Wan have a droid? I don't remember. I don't think he did.
Actually, I think we're on to something. I think we just figured something out about A New Hope.
Yeah, I think so.
Luke, you must come with me.
And maybe that's why their lightsaber battle was so awkward. Because
doesn't know how to
Vader's
fight.
like, he's saying he's Obi-Wan, but this doesn't feel right. I'm like trying to test him out, and he's acting really slow and weird. Like Obi-Wan would be a lot more aggressive.
the master.
What's his game? I'm kind of confused.
Well,
And he's really aged a lot
Yeah,
for
but he
17
feels-
years.
But we know it's not true because once Obi-Wan is on the ship, Vader knows immediately. Vader knows he senses.
he detects a presence he hasn't felt.
Who
I
knows?
detect a presence. I haven't felt it in a long time. Now I am the master.
Yes, lots of great one-liners from Darth Vader.
I'm surprised they didn't add something in there though, like, oh, you don't have the high ground anymore, you know, before he kills him or something like that.
Yeah,
Why didn't they add something
in
like
the
that in there?
special editions, they should have added that.
I don't know why they didn't have it in the original. To be honest with you,
Right.
Oh man.
But I mean, whatever. I guess.
So my favorite part
Looks
is,
like now I have the high ground.
So my favorite parts.
that would be a great saying throughout the whole series.
I love how Han Solo calls Luke kid. I think that's great.
Listen, kid.
It reminds me of Indiana Jones.
Yeah, well,
You
it's
know,
got
he has that same mentality.
creates
then-
like a connection. A bond.
And I also love when Darth Vader chokes a bitch out. It's so great. I find your
Don't
lack of faith
underestimate the
disturbing.
power.
He was like sitting there choking him. Like he should just crushed his esophagus right there. It's like I find your
This
lack of
battle
faith.
station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Yeah. This must be British. Or are they all British?
He kills that guy, doesn't he? Or is that
No,
guy-
Yeah,
no,
he
he-
didn't
Vader,
Okay, see-
release him. Like, because
Yeah,
the
he
old white
released
guy.
him early.
And why is he taking orders from that motherfucker? I never understood that either.
They kind of.
Are they? Is it so? In in Force Awakens, are they on the same level?
Like he's like the number 2 Sith, but he's not actually a member of the government. So that's why Grand Moff Tarkin is like the number 2 in terms of actual political power behind Palpatine.
But he doesn't take orders from Tarkin, though.
Well, he's not. He doesn't take orders specifically from Tarkin, but Tarkin's in charge. So if Vader's like choking one of Tarkin's dupes, Tarkin will say release him, and Vader will do it.
As you wish.
Or they'll.
But I do like that,
Tarkin
though.
will go complain to Palpatine. And,
I think as you wish was pretty badass because Vader wasn't saying like, oh, you. It wasn't like you're telling me to do. It's like as you wish. Like
yeah,
fuck
if
you,
that's
dude.
what you
Like,
want, then fine.
Fine, yeah.
I'll let you.
I
I'll
know.
let you have that.
See, those were good. I think that. How can Lucas go from shit like that? to
Well,
the
he
fucking
wasn't
first
the only
movie?
writer on those first 3 movies.
Oh, I did not know that. But
Yeah,
it would make a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, he wrote stuff, and then he
Had people
because he
filter
was
it.
he was doing everything right, and because he was also a producer and all that stuff, he was handling all that stuff and director on that first movie, and so everything had to he had to delegate a little bit of everything to other people, and then on the next 2 movies, he delegated even more because he was focused almost entirely on production, being producer, getting the money for it, making sure these things happen because the first movie was produced by Fox. They paid for the production of the movie, but he made so much money off of that and off of the merchandising that he paid or he secured funding through loans for the next two movies himself.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was running like even
That
more.
makes sense.
on the
He
next
made more
movies.
money that
We're
way.
talking about yogurt.
Yeah.
Merchandising.
The
I
search for
hate
more
yogurts,
Yeah.
I was just talking about the
even with
merchandising.
strawberries. Sir, the radar, it's been jammed. Raspberry.
That's a great movie.
Lone Star.
They keep talking about making a sequel to that, but it always goes nowhere.
That
Okay,
was such a great movie.
so back to New Hope.
I think, like I said, going on from there, we're all the way up to the point where they're on the Death Star now. That's not a moon.
The Death Star.
He's like, what's that small
fucking
moon?
ship.
That's no moon. It's a space station. That's too big to be a space station. And then Obi-Wan says something like smart ass to Ben Kenobi.
Obi-Wan says something to Ben.
Not to Ben Kenobi. Obi-Wan says smart ass to Han Solo. Like when Han's like, that's too big to be a space station. Obi-Wan says something to him. Like they're always going at it.
I don't remember.
You know when Luke's up there with the lightsaber, he's like doo doo doo.
Yeah.
I really felt it, Ben. I really did. I really felt the Force. That's that's luck, kid.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as luck.
Yeah.
No, Harrison Ford is great.
Yeah.
I mean, people can talk shit on him for some of his goofiness throughout the films, but I think he's great.
I don't think he was really ever that
Who-
goofy.
who
I thought
talked
he was,
shit on him
There's
first?
people who talk shit on him about his
Ooh, to give me their names. Give me their address.
see, I did hear that. I did. He didn't like being the bad guy. Like the kind of like the jackass, kind of in a way. Like
Well, they were saying that he didn't even want to bring him back or something, right?
Well, from my understanding, is he never really liked Star Wars ever. Like, it's always been kind of an obligation on his part. He likes Indiana Jones. He likes all the other stuff he's done, but that one he always, for whatever reason, he never liked it. His character or the movie, and which is one of the reasons they killed him off in the Force Awakens, but because he wanted to be killed off.
Huh? I did not know that.
Spoiler alert.
Fucking.
Oh,
that
you haven't
sucks.
seen Force Awakens? Oh.
So I mean, all the way up to the end, I thought the Death Star was awesome. I'm glad we had Rogue One because I was always fucking wondering how the fuck do you get the missiles to go down like the silo tube thing and actually hit the reactor core?
You don't.
Like, that's the only thing. One of my only complaints with the first movie is like they had like this. How big was the whole 10 centimeters or not 10 centimeters?
It's the size of a womp rat.
How big's a womp rat? Like maybe 2 feet.
What's
Like
a
a
womp
2 foot
rat?
hole.
It's like, I think
They had like a
they said
2 foot
2
hole
meters or
that he had to
something.
shoot down. Luke, you turned your detector off or your tracker off. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. I'm
He's using the
floating
Force.
and I'm feeling the Force.
Yeah, that's what the Force is.
The Force is strong with this one. Go get it, kid.
I like that. That Vader he flies a ship that looks like a dumbbell, like
Yeah.
Or a bow tie.
You didn't like the TIE fighter?
bow tie, I guess. I mean, but it looks
TIE
kind of like
fighter.
a dumbbell to me.
I thought the TIE fighter was sweet.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I remember what we talked about originally.
Why do you
the,
hate the TIE fighter? I thought they were awesome.
the Wedge and Big stuff, which I still love the Wedge and Big. Wedge and Bigs were in the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then does one of them die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how Final Fantasy uses
Big size.
those names later. I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah, Biggs dies right at the very end. He's like,
too bad. Was
he's
he
like, Luke, hurry! I can't hold him off.
Yeah.
Stay safe back there, guys. And then Big dies, and then
Dead.
Wedge gets shot, and then has to leave. He's like, you're no good to me, Wedge. Get out of here. Then
Yeah.
fucking Wedge leaves. But like, which doesn't make any sense.
No,
They're
no.
both supposed to die anyhow.
Yeah.
It's like but Wedge gets to leave because we need him in the next movie. but-
Yeah, they didn't even need him.
I know.
But
But
whatever.
it's just funny. You're not good to me. Get out of here. So he pretty much leaves Biggs on a fucking.
Yeah,
hook.
Biggs is the one he grew up with.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know Wedge.
Yeah.
he let Biggs die. He knew Biggs, and he thought Biggs was kind of an ass.
I know. Well, have you seen the deleted scenes with Biggs?
No.
Oh, they're great. We'll have to pull it up after this.
Mm.
Like, it's super awkward. It's about Luke talking about how Biggs was in the academy already.
Oh, that's okay.
And I'm so glad they deleted it. He's such a bitch in that scene. I want to be in the academy like you, Biggs. it's so terrible. But it's not in the movies for a reason. But it gives kind of insight. It makes it even more ridiculous that he would let Wedge leave and Biggs die.
Yeah. But I mean, what would you rather have though? Would you rather have the Anakin, I know better than you, I'm the greatest,
far by
or
far,
would you rather
Luke
have
Skywalker.
the Luke Skywalker who doesn't know what he's capable of, so he's kind of just a whiny bitch at first?
I love the whiny
I'd rather
bitch.
stick with the whiny bitch because
Luke's way better
when
than
he
Anakin.
then when he realizes that he's also humbled because he used to be nobody.
Another thing, before we end, it has the best music out of any other movies. I love the introduction. And then I love the throne room, the exit.
The throne room.
When they're all getting their medals and.
I mean, all the music and all the Star Wars are great. So it's
the first one's better.
I don't know.
So are we done with this one?
Yeah.
This went too long.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
Let's move on.
Like, what do you call it?